might have, as you guys. Hi, welcome back to Economics Vlog TV. In this episode, you are back with me, Alia Natasha, as your host for today. As you guys might know, our country has been facing a lot of issues with the supply of our food production in the recent times. So this is the example of the recent issue regarding the shortage of food supply in the market. We are experiencing the shortage of supply in the food production, which has led to the hiking prices in the market.
Prominent businessman Amir Ali Maidin has scoffed at the newly announced ceiling price for chicken, saying it made no difference given that problems in the supply chain remained. The government earlier announced the new ceiling price for chicken, with prices capped at 9 ringgit and 40 cents per kg from Friday. Currently, standard whole chickens are capped at 8 ringgit and 90 cents per kg. Amir, who is the managing director of Maidin Hypermarkets, said the government must prioritize the supply of chickens in the market over pricing. He said it was very unlikely that the availability of chicken in the market will improve with the new ceiling price, adding that the situation will remain unchanged if supply shortages persist.
Right now, we will be interviewing a random stranger to get to know the public concern about the rising prices of food supply in the market. Let's go!
Hello, excuse me. Are you free right now?
Kenapa tu?
Okay, so sekarang ni kita tengah buat public social experiment. Kita nak tanya about your basic knowledge in economics lah, pasal kita punya current issue, which is kita sekarang ni ada tak banyak stok makanan in the market. So can you spend a few minutes to answer our questions?
Okay, boleh. Kiranya macam telur yang baru jadi baru-baru ni lah kan? Betul. Saya perasan juga sebab saya kena pergi beberapa kedai untuk dapatkan barang yang biasa saya beli. Lepas tu, baru dapat barang tu. Biasa barang yang macam ayam, telur, lepas tu minyak masak. Minyak masak tu pun saya kena tengok harga yang mana yang lagi murah daripada kedai-kedai lain. Saya rasa demand barang tu tinggi. Lepas tu stok dekat kedai pula sikit. Tu yang saya terpaksa beli barang tu dengan harga yang mahal daripada yang biasa. Sekarang kan kadar inflasi tinggi. So sebab tu kot barang-barang tu naik harga. Of course lah kerajaan kena pantau benda-benda macam ni, sebab tak bagi penjual-penjual naikkan harga barang diorang senang-senang je, rugi yang membeli.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you so much for your answers and also time. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, see you. What's your name? What's your name?
Alia.
Alright, bye-bye Alia.
Bye. Okay, now that we have known about the public concern about the current issue regarding the shortage of food supply, so let's learn more about the supply.
Supply is the fundamental economic concept that states the total amount of a specific product or service that is available to customers, and a supply, it is very closely related to demand. Supply is related to the price of the products, given that there is an incentive to supply at a higher price, as higher price would produce greater revenue and also profits. When the price of the goods or services is low, the supply would be low, and when the price is high, the supply is also high. Therefore, significant price changes would also affect the equilibrium in the economic market. Every product or service has its supply and demand in the market. Therefore, those products also have supply and demand patterns based on cost, utility, and also preference. As an example, there is a significant demand for a particular product in a shoes company. So, people are willing to pay more to buy the product at a higher price. And then, the company will work hard to increase the supply so that the supply will meet the demand by the customers. As soon as there is a high increase in the supply, we can see the price fall because the demand remains the same. In an ideal case, the economic market will reach an equilibrium point where supply becomes equal to demand at a certain price. At this specific point of equilibrium, the company profit will become maximized. Any increase in the supply in the market will lead to the companies losing profit, and therefore they have to reduce the supply, and then this will lead to a fall in prices until an equilibrium is reached again at some point. So, what is a supply curve? The supply curve will move upward from the left to the right, which expresses the law of supply. As the price of a given commodity increases, the quantity supply will increase, all else being equal. As you can see, there is a few factors that can influence the shift in the supply curve. So, for example, if there is more sellers that enter the market, and then more product will be produced, so the supply curve will shift to the right, which means that the price will be lower. But however, in other situation, let's say when the price of production increase, less products will be supplied. Hence, the supply curve will shift to the left because the price of the product will be increased. So next, what is the producer surplus? The producer surplus is the total amount that a producer benefit from producing and selling a quantity of a good at the market price. And then the formula of a producer surplus is the total revenue that a producer receives from their selling goods minus the marginal cost of production. For the producer surplus in the supply curve, the producer surplus is the triangle area between the P1 and the supply curve line. The producer surplus will increase when the market price of the good increase and vice versa. So lastly, in simple words, producer surplus is the difference between the price that companies are willing to sell the products for and the prices that they actually get for them.
So that's all for the supply. I hope you learned something new today. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.
So in the last part of my presentation of video, I would like to give my self-reflection that I got from the process of completing this assignment. This is Surah Ar-Rum, verse number 8. So from the Islamic perspective, I believe that the human is endowed with intellect and the power of reasoning because we are the one to determine our life progress and also journey. So we must not depend ourselves or decision based on other people. Next, we must practice the justice, honesty, and public welfare as the three components are the pillars of Islamic business ethics. So we must not focus on just the profit or sales, but we must also make sure that the whole business process within the Sharia compliance. Then the lawful behavior is enforced by the consciousness of Allah, supportive social norms, and government control. Next, as Muslim, we must be devoted to Allah despite every other things. We must always put Allah in every first matter, and we must always prioritize in devoting ourselves to Allah. Next, Sharia compliant business will guarantee a fair and harmonious society, as a Sharia compliant business will ensure welfare and well-being of their staff, as well as the business procedure that will give the benefit to both sellers and also customers. In Sharia compliant business also, we do not practice the forbidden practices like riba or gambling. So our Sharia compliant business will guarantee a clean and fair business to the customers. And lastly, we must be able to contribute back to the society where fairness is prioritized, like paying zakat or making a wakaf for the needy people. So in that way, we are eventually contributing our wealth that belongs to Allah in a way that Allah likes them. That's all from me. Thank you.